SG Reads.
Hello fellow travelers, my name's SG and welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about a small independent pilot that has come out recently. It's 12 minutes long and it's called the Epilogue of Endings. Now this has really picked up the interest of a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people who have specialized in watching independent short films, animations, so on and so forth, and I am no different from that. I watched it, really enjoyed it, have opinions on it, and most of all, want to support it as much as I can. Just like I do with any other independent projects, I do see having a lot of promise in the future for. This is definitely one of those that does have a lot to it. Right down to the story, the animation details, and even the background behind it, which I will talk about in a second, has given me kind of an idea of what's around this, and that to know that this is truly a labor of love from not just the writers, but the animators, voice actors, composition writers, all that. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? But first, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. And let's get started. The Epilogue of Endings was directed by Rain Peyton Pollock, Nichelle Derpy Collar, and Twilight Sanchez, with the main writer being Ray Peyton Pollock, storyboard artist Nichelle Derp Collier, and background artist Twilight Sanchez along with Ella Cleary. There are a lot of inside stories that go along that, but like I said, I'll talk about the background in a little bit. So for right now, the main story is that somewhere in the future, the sun is set to explode, as far as the scientists knew, but instead of exploding, it cracked open, releasing these creatures known as monarchs onto the world. These weird Cthulhu Eldritchian creatures have come out and claimed the earth as their rightful property, along with all the denizens. And after these creatures have made themselves known, they then started to make humans disappear. We're not sure how or what that means, but we do know maybe a good percentage of the population has turned into these zombie skinwalker-like creatures known as the denizens by those that have remained. And now it's up to the smallest population that exists now to either keep on living, find ways to fix this, or in a way try to just survive the next day. And we do see that throughout the series as being the main goal of our main cast as of right now, such as Lucy, Blue, and CG. So for right now, we do know that these three purposes are to find not just a place to stay, but somewhere that's safe for them to be. But we don't know Blue's true purpose overall, leading us to that small cliffhanger towards the end of the episode. As for Arcidia, we don't really know what he's about, because it seems he has amnesia after a while. But from what we can get from the clips is that it seems that he is a train conductor, at least working at the train station for at least 25 years. And that this creature, this monarch, has taken a liking to him, and has kept him alive and away from the denizens for as long as it could, until now he's being dragged out into the real world. So that's where we leave our story, from them looking for a better world, along with a company businessman or military man looking for Lucy, looking for her mother to be more precise, or maybe even just looking for CG. And they will be playing a bigger part later on in the story overall. But for now, that's what we got, and I gotta say, that's pretty much enough for a pilot. That's really well done. The story is telling itself, and there's a lot that is left to the imagination to suggest what could happen, what is happening, and what might happen in the future. And that's really what has to be done, leaving enough for speculation, like I said before, but giving you enough room to make certain things canon and make certain things uncanon, as I said with that whole bit about Blue earlier. Now our main voice acting cast: Lakira Porter as Lucy, Harry Dyer as Blue, Daniel Aguilar as Mole, Robbie Quinn as CG, and Jet Barker as Acedia. Now they deliver on the characters. They represent the characters as best as they could, and it shows. I can really see their personalities through the voice acting. It's very well done. I can tell that Lucy is meant to be bright-eyed, nervous, but is our main protagonist overall. We see Blue being kind of a disgruntled military man as far as we know, but at the same time having his softer side overall. We can tell by CG's actions that she seems to be this curiouser character compared to Lucy. Not almost more innocent than Lucy and more curious about the world as a whole. And as Cydia, we can tell that he is nervous of the world as a whole, that he doesn't want to really be a part of it and is afraid of what he might discover, not just about the world, but more about himself. So that in itself is really interesting. The voice acting gives their best and it shows. I cannot say that if this did go on, they could be anybody else. I mean, they could try, but as far as I know, they delivered on the characters as a personality as a whole. The animation itself is very well done. This is very good for a shoestring budget at that. That this is almost professionally done, I could tell. You could tell that there was a lot of love and effort into this, with just minor things that could be nitpicked, such as certain transitions didn't work or something like that. But as a whole, it doesn't affect the main story, it doesn't affect the animation either. So, while there can be little things here and there that, as I said, should be taken into account, it's nothing that can't be fixed as you go along. It's still a very good animation. The way it's portrayed, the way that they're animated, the 2D assets are very well done, the background cleanup is very good. There is nothing I can really complain about that isn't already, I could tell, being thought about. So, with that being said, the animation as a whole, almost 10 out of 10. It's very well done, little things here and there, but nothing that can't be fixed. Now right here I will add music, because this is all done independently again, just like the animation, which is very unique, very different, and is not made a highlight of the episode except towards the end with the song Our New Normal, composed and performed by Robbie Quinn. Additional music is again Robbie Quinn and Finn Camden. Sound design and mixing Rain Peyton Pollock, and dialogue editor Edward Rothby. But the reason I point this out is because it's very well done. Subtle, but well done. I do think that you do have more room for more sound effects to kind of make this feel as it's really happening. There's more dynamics, such as arm movement sounds and certain things along the way. But other than that, the composition, the music, and even the way the characters are making the sound effects is very well done. I don't usually point this out, but I had to because it is an important factor when you're doing an independent animated project like this, because when everything is independently done, it all matters as a whole. Now, it wouldn't be a video that I've done if I didn't at least point out the inspirations behind it. Not saying that they're copying anything and not saying anything like that, but much more I could see where the ideas originate from or what they have taken inspiration from. So you could definitely see that a little bit of Over the Garden Walls definitely does take some presence, such as these mythical beings or In the Woods being our starting point. But the biggest inspiration I can tell is a mix of Adventure Time, but heavily more on the infinitytrain series. You can definitely tell that there are certain things that do fit into that narrative, such as we do see trains and along the way, but that just feels maybe like a nod more than anything else. But I do see that the similar animation styles do kind of fit, along with certain characteristics that do come along the way that fit that overall themes of these shows. This series was created by a group of students, either college or other, but students nonetheless, that are trying to get into the business, with the majority of this episode, of this pilot, coming out of their own pockets, with a little bit of funding to help the voice actors. And it shows that they really do have a passion for this industry. They have a passion for storytelling, they have a passion for animation, and I can see it in this pilot. While it is clunky, while it does have little things here and there, I can tell that it's very well done, very well thought out, very paced right, as if they did have an idea and concept behind it all. And knowing all that, I want to give it as much support as it can. So, as I usually do, the original video will be down in the description and in the comment section. I do suggest checking it out. They do have a Kickstarter or whatever. Please, if you have the means, go check it out. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. But at least check out the episode as a whole. Please support the creators by just watching the video and maybe even sharing it amongst each other, because I really enjoyed it and I know a lot of other people do too. and this does need to be recognized for the effort, for the want to have it be done, to want it being a main series. And with that being said, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, little things here and there need to be fixed, but that can be fixed along the way. Nothing big. I do admire the original composition, the original artwork, and the voice acting being as well done as it is. So, that's pretty much all I have to say about this pilot so far. I will be checking in and out. I will subscribe, and I will hope for more in the future. And if there's more, and it'll allow me, I'll be reviewing them as it goes. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Rainbot, you did an amazing series, and I can't wait to see what else comes in the future. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for making the video, and see you guys next time.